You look like a mess.
A mess? Yeah,
Yeah.
probably. The mustache, man. It's like it's kind of gross. Like you were saying, I need to cut it off. I probably will soon. It's
You'll
like
do
cutting it off
fine.
with a razor. What?
You look like a piece.
Rabies? Oh man, dude. It's like running around with all these animals. Got like so many raccoons and things all the time out here. So
Oh,
fine. I might have got
how's
bit once, you know what I mean?
how's the weather there in your area?
Oh, like 8 degrees Celsius roughly, I'd say.
Hmm.
Roughly. It's like kind of it's hard to do the exact calculate. It's like 10 degrees Celsius is 18 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's like 14 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'd say like roughly 8 degrees Celsius outside right now. Or
Okay.
shit, maybe a little bit less than that, 7 degrees Celsius, because you had to do like the 32 and the 9/5 and just doing all that in my head is not like the easiest task all the time, but something like that. You can see
I see.
like frost kind of when you breathe outside, like or the you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah,
By the way, I'm just
that's
wondering, can you see the comments? I mean, can you chat
yeah. I
in
can
the
see the comments kind of. I gotta like an old man, you know. I'll be like trying to,
okay.
but
I just
yeah.
realized
Usually I can.
you're using your microphone.
Yeah.
That
Is
a
it too loud?
microphone? No, it's fine.
Okay, so if it's coming in loud, I can like turn it off. I
It's fine. It's better actually.
cool. Yeah. No, I figured I'd start doing this because I think it does help a lot as long as if it's like at the right distance from my. I don't know. I've been using that program. You know what I mean? And it'll like do the green to red to or green to yellow to red to
Mhm.
like for the audio, and you want to balance it at the top of the green between the green and yellow. So you don't want it to be quite in the yellow usually. And if it gets to the red, you know you got a problem. That's what causes like static and everything else in the audio. So as
Hey,
long as it's
hi guys. What's up? Thank you for visiting our, what do you call
hi,
this one? Our live.
yeah, live,
We're
our
just here
little
trying
non.
to talk about anything. If you have some questions, you can also ask. How about you, Dorian? What can you say?
Yeah, no, dude. I'm glad to have you guys here. Feel free to say something in the comments. If you want to hear something, we'll be happy to discuss that with you and everything else. And yeah, otherwise just enjoy, you know what I mean? And that's all I got, you know.
We just started right now. We're just trying to talk about the weather in Dorian's place. He's from
Yeah.
Michigan.
It's starting to get cold here, man. A lot of people from the Philippines probably don't know much. Like I don't know if you guys get snow there at all besides like maybe in the mountains and stuff like that. So yeah, it's
Yeah,
getting close to snow time.
that's the closest or the coldest that you could ever, I think, experience it here. Because
Mhm.
when in the first quarter of this year, actually, I went to Taiwan, and I thought that I could be able to handle the cold, and I ended up buying a jacket because it's a cold that I was not able to experience before. It's
Yeah,
that
no.
cold.
Once you like experience it, you start to realize it. It's not nice. Yeah, it it's it's not something that you really even think about. I think most of the time, it's just like I couldn't really have a lot of insight into just how hot it could get in the Philippines. Also, though, because from where I'm at, you know what I mean. Like it gets maybe like that in Florida or whatever else sometimes, but like it's not the same. I don't think even there because what was it? Gosh, it was like in Celsius, it was like 40 degrees. You know what I mean? but because I use Fahrenheit. That's like 100 and something, 108 maybe degrees Fahrenheit or something like that. So yeah, it was something else. I totally get it. And yeah, here you definitely have to have a coat. You will literally like freeze, like your body, your blood and stuff freezes and things like that. So not fun. Not
We
fun.
have a question. Do you think the internet ruins the earth?
What do I think I'm what?
Do you think the internet ruins the earth? Read the
Oh,
comment.
I don't have one. There's no comment in my thing.
Go to the
It says well
settings.
it says welcome to chat to guard your privacy and abide by our community's guidelines. Learn more. I can send a chat here. Watch this. I'll send a chat or try. Is it is it sending anything? Huh.
There are a lot of.
Live chat. Oh, there it is. Live chat. Ah,
Actually,
shit, dude.
yeah, I'm just answering the question. Anyway,
Mine was set at top chat. I apologize.
oh, for me, the internet is a double-edged sword. Actually, it could be good and it could be very bad. Especially for now when you're trying to, try to access some information, it's easier. But
Definitely.
it could be very bad also. Sometimes it's the reason why we're so divided because most of the things that we see most of the time, especially in the social media, are fake, and most of the people who doesn't have like the time to look at those information, they would end up believing in those things. How about you, Dorian?
Yeah, I think that I can agree with that a lot. It definitely a lot of the time nowadays, especially with the advent of AI, is pretty fake. Even before that, though, people would spread false information, rhetoric, or whatever else. And it is difficult with the mass amounts of things on the internet for people to really verify and check everything they see all the time. And let's be real, no one wants to even spend the time doing that. So it is a big problem, honestly. There are websites you can use. There's like different various fact checked websites you can use though to try and mitigate this risk, you know what I mean? But your best bet is to just like anything you see on the internet, as always, since like the advent of it, just kind of take it with a grain of salt. You know what I mean? If it's something funny, you know what I mean. You don't got to worry too much about it. I don't think, as long as it's not like super detrimental to other like particular people or politics or whatever else. I think that's a big thing that like governments and people, just normal people nowadays, even use to push different agendas, you know what I mean, or like marketing campaigns or anything like that. And then like also we're not that's just like, like the news media stuff, you know what I mean? For the internet, it's pretty all encompassing. You got to think about how much like energy it uses and everything else like that. Just like crypto and stuff is like 1% of like global power consumption. I don't know how much the internet itself is altogether, but I know that like just like crypto mining and things like that for a while were like 1% of the global energy consumption. So that's like a whole nother aspect of it, I think. So
Yeah.
for me, when it, like the internet, what do you think? What do I think about it?
Mm.
Quite a bit, quite a bit. Just
Hi,
depends.
Jackson. What kind are you going to start your channel? I mean, what kind of videos are you going to upload? And the other one is you're near Maryland is near New York, right, Dorian?
I think it kind of is, yeah. Vermont. I don't know. I think it's down further. Maryland's like Virginia area almost. It's like it's on the East Coast. I'm not super great with geography. Don't get don't get me wrong. I'm
Yeah.
not super great with geography.
Hi, Sean.
Kind of.
I have
The
no
temperature is
idea
very cold.
how far it works here. I can only say that the weather here is around. maybe around 30 degrees Celsius.
So
Um, fine. Maybe around, I don't know, 95 Fahrenheit. But the
about 90 degrees. 90 degrees. Remember what I said? It's
re-
like 18 per plus 32. So
recently it has been raining here really hard, actually. And yesterday was I told you we were doing some practice in some place here in Manila, and around 3 o'clock it rained so hard that it was flooding in most of the streets in Quezon City, and some of the cars are already drowning.
yeah. Oh, so you see, look, it is next to Virginia. I've searched. I said Vermont. Towards New York,
I see.
Maryland. Yeah, 60, 70 degrees is pretty optimal for like me too. I think that's pretty comfortable weather.
Maryland is where Edgar Allan Poe is from, right? Do you know
God,
Edgar Allan Poe?
I know who that is, but I don't know where he's from originally.
You
All I
don't
know
know
is
it?
like the
Do you
Raven.
know his poems?
Yeah. Uh, sh- Something on the cellar door. The Raven on the cellar door.
You
It said
know the
something
Raven?
nevermore.
Yeah, the Raven.
Yeah, yeah.
Annabelle Lee.
I know lots of his works. Like word for word, not so much, but you know what I
Okay.
mean. I know Edgar Allan Poe. How could I not? Being such a moody guy, you know what I mean?
He was a drunk,
So
right?
most people like that art. Most writers in general, I think, are kind of got some kind of problem. Psychologists, writers, scientists, they all had issues. Most of them. It's like look at Freud, man. I'm doing psychology right now for school, and cokehead, dude, constantly doing blow and getting fucked up, and just that was his life, you know. It was different back then, you know. You were allowed to do stuff like that, totally socially acceptable. Now, not so much. No, not so much.
You're tackling Freud?
I mean, not really. It's more of like that's like the basic introductory chapter, you know. They just like go over his psychodynamics and stuff like that.
Hi, Sean. Oh, where in the Philippines did you visit, by the way?
Oh, that sounds like a good dish right there. I wish I would have tried that. Prawn shrimp and silicone soup. Have you had that, dude?
I don't know, actually.
That kind of sounds interesting.
Um, maybe sinigang? What kind of soup is that, Sean? Is it sour? Is it salty? Is it sweet? Savory? Maybe? What's the color? Hi, Jessica. How are you? I
Dude, I don't
never
know. I
heard
would
of
have ate
that
that.
soup. Or most possibly, maybe he went to maybe south, something southern. Maybe in Mindanao, they have like different dishes there. Um, very different from what you will have here in Manila. And I
Okay.
told you that most of the dishes here in Manila before are somewhat commercialized and will not
Yeah.
really like taste like the authentic dishes mostly here in the metro. But and oh, it's sinigang. I think
Okay.
we have tasted sinigang before.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
sour soup that we ate during my birthday, I think the one we gave to the people in the streets because we haven't finished. We
Right. Yeah.
yeah
We had the soup and then some flan, right?
yeah, and no, the flan is on a different time actually.
Oh, so that
That's
was like earlier. Well, it's not the one with the lemongrass and stuff like that.
the no the one with the lemongrass is dinuguan. That's the black, the bloods too.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we ate that with the
Tinuguan.
flan. The
And then
sour
later that
soup
day.
is the one. where we ate along with the sisig.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. I gotcha.
So the sour soup that we have tried is the one with the pork, but there are other varieties of it. You can like um, do shrimp with it and also fish.
Gotcha. Gotcha. See, he
Mm,
said some like shrimp stuff, and I'm like, I don't think I ate any shrimp thing there. Honestly, which is
Here,
kind of like surprised me a little
here in
bit.
Manila, it will be very expensive for dishes if it's like shrimp base,
Oh, okay.
because shrimps here are sometimes like brought from other provinces, because the sea here in Manila is very dirty. It's not very good actually to like eat some seafood coming from the Manila Bay. So you need to get those things from other provinces for it to be clean.
Gotcha.
And
Gotcha.
so it will. Oh, baklaran.
I'm not familiar.
I always pass by there recently. Actually, I do a lot of field works, and Baklaran is very famous for its cheap stuff. Actually, you can buy some
Okay.
things there, and also you can have the opportunity to get robbed by people there.
So you got to be a little bit careful in that area too.
Yes,
Yeah.
it will be an experience.
I mean, I
And
like
also,
those kinds of things.
it's near the church, so if you, in case, get robbed, you can go to the church and ask help from God.
Oh, okay. Please, God, give me my money back.
Hi guys, hi Simon.
We've been doing live streams what for like 2 months or so now, right? Once a week.
Yeah, once a week, every Sunday or Saturday, depends if Dorian doesn't get imprisoned again.
Yeah,
So
Jesus. Ah, that was terrible. That was like again, it was over a civil infraction, dude. I can't even believe that.
yeah, you can
Yeah.
buy some like very cheap clothes there, some food also, which can give you diarrhea or better hepatitis also.
Man, you were talking about hepatitis a lot the whole time I was there, and I'm like, man, is this seriously that, that big of an issue? I gotta be that
So how
careful.
the streets are dirty here most of the time, especially the one in Divisoria. You can't like
Yeah. Uh, I guess it was like a big concern even here in America for a while, and just because, yeah, that's why food safety is such a thing here. I think just to like try and prevent stuff like that.
so, Sean, have you tried some different like street food in Baclaran? Have you tried those things? Those dirty street food?
Like Betamax and Adidas and everything else, Seasig.
Yeah, that's true.
Even just the ice cream, Yeah.
Yeah. Have you tried the ice cream here? The ice cream in a bun, which Dorian doesn't like, and just threw half of it.
It's just I like the ice cream. It was just like the texture of the bun with it, you know what I mean? That was like the weird part for me. I just didn't I don't know. Not a bread guy in general, and then it was like soft bread in my mouth. I don't know how to describe my
Oh
problem with
my
it
god.
exactly, but yeah.
Sean is so like immersed to the Philippines that he knows this urban legend.
Oh my
So
god.
what is talking about is that there's this one mall here in the Philippines called Robinsons. Apparently, the owner of the Robinsons has um, two children. The one children is the one who's normal, and the other one is supposed to be a snake. So they
Oh,
were
really?
so ashamed. A big snake. So they were so ashamed of that child that they tried to hit the child in one of the malls. So the snake went very big apparently. And sometimes when there are like people trying to change clothes in the changing section of the mall, he would like um, kidnap them.
Oh my gosh, dude, are you serious? So is this kind of like an Aswang story then, or
You can say that it's an Aswang story, but during the 90s and the early 2000s, most people believe it actually that there is someone slithering in some Robinson's Mall.
that is awesome. That's an awesome urban
Now,
legend. I love it.
that's an urban legend actually. The the that 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 other child, the normal child, already talk about it, and it's not true actually. I
Like,
mean,
no, that's
or we
great.
don't know. Maybe Robinson is supposed to be, you know, Hogwarts, and that's
Don't look it in
what
the eyes. Yeah,
the basilisk.
yeah, the basilisk. Don't look it in the eyes. Yeah. Oh my god, dude, that's an awesome urban legend. I love it. I love it. We got like the crocodile ones and stuff in the sewers and stuff. But that's not even that cool.
Uh,
I think that they actually proved that one to be kind of true, depending where you're at. So it's like, you know,
by the way, Sean, did you just stay here in Manila, or did you go outside Metro? I love adobo. I don't know if Dorian loves adobo. Have you tried adobo here, Dorian? Oh,
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
you have tried that squid, the adobo squid.
Yeah, I would say
You
there's like
know,
I tried a kind of it. I didn't have any chicken. I don't think I had chicken adobo.
yeah.
Definitely had the squid, and I like the squid. But you said it could have been better and stuff, like just because where we're at. And I think the clams were like worse than the squid to me. But that's
Well,
just
it
because
should be
like
worse because those are not even clams. Those are oysters.
or oysters, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know the difference really that much. You know what I mean? They like I was more concerned with the kerosene taste and stuff.
You mean
Hello?
Palawan? You mean Palawan, the province, or Palau, the country in the Pacific? I know Palawan. It's known for their beaches actually.
Mhm.
But I haven't been there. Although I've been through a lot of provinces here in the Philippines. You wanna go to Palawan, Dorian? Back here.
Isn't that the one you can like surf at and everything else like that? Is that the
No,
one?
that's different.
Union Beach is maybe that I'm thinking of La Union Beach or something. Someone was telling me I was asking like where you
La
could surf
Union.
and stuff at.
La Union.
Yeah, La Union. Yeah.
Palau
Oh,
is
okay.
yeah, the island in the Pacific. The capital city is Koror, I think.
Lord. See, I'm not good with there's like so many the islands, man. I'm not super familiar with them all.
Um, I I told you that growing up I was so fond of I was
Like the
so
New
fond
Zealand, yeah.
of remembering the countries under capital cities, and I always have a hard time memorizing those from the Pacific Islands because they're so small and sometimes it's hard to pronounce those names actually. Yeah, I
Yeah,
know my geography.
for me, it's like I have a similar issue. It's like the Isle of Man or like the Canary Islands and so I think I know where the Canary Islands are now. Because it's
Mhm.
like on the Horn of Africa, not the Horn of Africa. You like the tip over there on the east side, but it's like it is difficult for me. I and then that's like a whole like the opposite side of the world, geography too for me. So it's like even harder. I would say most countries I know
Hi,
like
hi
the
English
where they're
song.
at and stuff.
Oh, Sean, mahal ka rin namin. Sean said mahal kita, which is I love you in Tagalog.
Oh,
And we
okay.
love him too. He knows,
Yeah.
he knows stuff.
Mahal kita, yeah. Hello. What? Mm, nah, I don't know about all that.
You can read that, Dorian.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm gonna pass on that. You know what I mean? Pass on that one, but
Of
I don't
course,
know.
we saw
I'm
it.
little monkey wrench there.
We don't know about the digging stuff.
Yeah, I don't do all that. No, dude, no, not me. What is what was I gonna say? God, Buscalan, yeah, but Buscalan, is that right? That's where we're
Postalan, yeah. Wangod.
yeah, yeah.
Why?
Where was the place with the strawberries at there? Is that
Oh,
still in the same area or slightly
it's
farther away, right?
around the area. It's in Baguio, actually. That's the one we're
Baguio.
supposed to go before deciding to go to Buscalan. Because
Yeah,
we
yeah.
were supposed to like stay in Baguio and go to La Trinidad in Benguet where they have the strawberry farm. But, we just decided to like take
Switch it up.
advantage of the fact of, getting a tattoo in those
Hmm.
village. Yeah, that was
Pesos.
such a long time ago. And I think Dorian's not alive yet during that time.
No, I wasn't. That sounds like it was better. Like Philippines was doing better then, though. But I don't
During
know.
the
It's
90s,
hard to say.
actually, during the 90s, actually, the Philippines is called the sleeping tiger of Asia because it just got out from martial law, and then like economy is booming during that time.
Yeah, I say because the peso's like what 56 or something now to the dollar,
Yeah,
roughly.
yeah.
Yeah, it seems like he was doing pretty good in the 90s, man. I know you
And then
guys used to make weapons.
suddenly, at 1998, they voted um, an actor, which turned out to be a plunderer. They ousted him, and they voted like another plunderer again. Well, it's a cycle. We
Yeah.
oust a plunderer for a president and then vote another one.
We don't get good leaders either, I don't think anymore. It sucks. Kind of bums me out.
Currently, it's around 57, 58.
Oh, is it okay? It's gone up then.
So you come here if you wanted to get out of the US because it's cheaper here,
That's
and
pretty cheap.
the exchange rate is so high, especially you know if the economy gets more bad, and you will be swimming in money.
More or less. I'd say my hostel was like I think I paid $2, $3 for my hostel most of the time, which was pretty good. I think occasionally, depending on the day of the week, it shifted a little bit. But yeah,
Mhm.
it was not that expensive. It was super cheap. I uh I mean I
And
did stay at
also,
like probably the cheapest hostel, but also it was really cheap. So
your hostel comes with some cockroaches, which is so good. You get
oh yeah,
more.
no, there was also rats a little bit in the lobby,
Oh
but
my god,
I mean that was
that's a
not my
bigger one.
none of that was in the rooms. Didn't bother me. Never in the
Well,
room. There was no cockroaches in the room and stuff. I'm pretty sure they were spraying stuff in there too, like, and because they would spray it on the because there would be cockroaches on the steps sometimes, but they'd usually be dead already. So it'd be like they must have walked through some kind of like bug killer, and
mm.
There really weren't that many, honestly. Like you'd see one here or there every so often. You'd see one of those tiny lizards, the tiny lizards, and like I said, the biggest thing was like there was like one or two rats maybe in the lobby somewhere. There just like kept you'd see them every so often just skirt across the floor and go under something, and that was like the worst part of it.
Yeah, it's around that exchange rate.
Yeah, I say when I was there it was 56 or something like that, but
Yeah,
it was
it's higher now. During a few months ago, it's around 56. I see.
we had like a skip gap there for a second. I didn't know what happened. Eek.
Sean, did you get out of
Still like
Manila?
really like
Did you like?
food there is really cheap.
Did you get out of Manila during your visit here? Like going to other provinces? Oh, you should go here. I mean, like, yeah, it's really cheap here. I think Dorian could like back that one up.
In the Philippines,
Yeah.
you probably would girl or something like that. I I don't know if I'm can be heard right now. I my thing keeps skipping a little bit.
Yeah, you're kind of choppy. No, I haven't. Oh, that's a lot. You can save a lot of money going here to the Philippines.
Yeah. Definitely. You could kind of see the ocean and stuff. There probably is like
Mm. Yeah. By the way, Sean, what do you do
you
for a
remember
living?
around
Do you still work? Are you still there, Dorian?
yeah, I'm still here. I don't know if it keeps skipping for you. I'm having like technical issues over here, so
Yeah, you're. It's fine. I can hear everything. You're just choppy when you try to speak sometimes. So, by the way,
like
Dorian, what
I
have
say
you
like
been doing? Okay. What have you been doing recently? Yeah. You seem to have a new car.
there's a bug on the lens. Just a second. Oh yeah, I was driving around a different vehicle and stuff like that. Right now, weekend for us, Labor Day, and
Oh, when you come here to the Philippines, I can show you around actually. There are some good places here.
he's a
Like,
great guide.
I mean,
He's a great guide.
I
Yeah,
can bring you to our Chinatown, maybe some old buildings here during colonial times, and you know, show you to Poblacion.
oh, dude,
Yeah,
real.
get groped by a lady boy.
This does not happen. Like numbers I was handed and stuff. I'm like, God, what? What?
Hey, Glad you're back. I see. What kind of work do you do, Sean? Yeah, say hi to him again.
Yeah, hello again. Best time to go to the Philippines is honestly when you kind of are like down under the weather and stuff.
Dorian is in Michigan. We we met here in the Philippines when he was traveling, trying to get away from the riots in Turkey.
Yeah, rest and all. Uh, Nations just to kind of probably not the best time to be there. Did you get any of that?
Yeah, but you sounded like a robot.
Ah, okay, that's nice. Full bars
I,
right now, 5G and everything else like that. So I don't know what's going on.
it's all right. I am from the third world country, and I am from a third world country, and I am supposed to be the one who will have bad internet. Apparently, it's not the the situation right now. It seems like the one from the first world country is the bad internet.
Yeah, it's weird because I don't know. I think it's the distance, like the connection distance, probably. So it works in healthcare.
Yeah, yeah. I'm actually a nurse by profession. I'm a registered nurse here in the Philippines, but I decided to, you know, I decided to get out of it because life sucks. Yeah, it wasn't, but I have learned to love it. The It's just the opportunities that comes with it is so rare, especially if you don't have the money like to pursue it. Because here in the Philippines, during my time actually, when you like pass the board exam, you still need to do you need to volunteer as a nurse for 2 years first, and that's without salary. And after 2 years, you need to have a work as a nurse with a salary for 2 years again, because the volunteer work is not considered as an experience. So you need to work for 2 more years after that volunteer work for you to be able to have an experience and be able to like get out of the Philippines to work abroad.
Right. So you work like 2 years internship and then
Yeah,
you do your practical.
yeah, yeah.
That's a lot, man. That's a lot to have to deal with. I've told you before though, there's like a lot of
Mm,
like workers and stuff like that. I think that a lot of them are like kind of transitioning, like they'll come here and then they'll like transition from regular nursing to like like X-ray techs or like what like radiology
yeah.
transfer or something like that. More money too, even now. But I think it's easier to get in the door with the nursing still. It's just like once they get here, a lot of the time they'll switch to like one of those tech
Mm,
scans, MRIs, and
yeah.
so they make more money because
Oh, really?
it's it's like specialized but not. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
One of those areas where they were having a hard time,
mm,
like some level of specialized training. They paid
I
more.
see.
I feel like some of them actually paid like six figures there for a little while. Being a nurse in general is good job here in America, no matter what. Though we're like struggling all the time for having enough help.
I see.
Guy, but it's like a good way to get anywhere. Honestly, pretty much.
I didn't get what you were saying. You're like a robot.
You didn't hear anything about like the whole
Yeah,
radiology
I
thing,
get
or
all those. I'm
it's
just
still a
joking.
good
I'm
job.
just joking.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. Like I busted out the mic and everything for this. I thought good audio quality and yeah, I don't know what is the lag issue going on. It happens every so often.
It's getting better, actually.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm
I've told you before I have like bugs on my phone, so could
Anyway.
be
Do
one
you
of
have
them.
some urban legends there in your area,
Urban legends.
like the
Yeah.
one that we have, the snake one? Do you have
Ours
some like those things?
We have like a Bloody Mary, so you like stand in front of a mirror and you be like you say Bloody Mary three times or whatever else. That's like a common one.
I know. I even thought that's from the Philippines.
Yeah, there's like different ones. Like that's the thing. Lots of cultures have that essentially. Uh, where I'm at, there's like lots of Native American based urban legends, I guess you would say. Like we got the Wendigo and stuff like that.
What?
And what?
Share.
What
What's
is that?
that?
Oh man, I'm gonna butcher it a little bit because I think that the story kind of changes depending on which tribe you're talking about.
Mm,
Basically, it's like a nature spirit that possesses either does or doesn't possess people. Sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't. That's the thing. Think kind of like werewolf almost, but not
mm,
quite. It's supposed to be like a nature spirit, but it'll like possess people, and then they'll like attack and eat people in the woods and things like that. I might be like misrepresenting that kind of, you know what I mean? But like, yeah, again, like I
yeah,
think it shifts depending on like the tribe that talks about it because it's not like just and then like the different groups within the tribe. And honestly, America has kind of like bastardized this story too. So like the retellings for like the modern era are different than the actual old ones. So
let's see.
essentially, it's just a nature spirit that eats parts and stuff like that, kind of like a werewolf, but not quite. You know,
Mm.
may not be able to possess people. You know. Then we got like a God. There's like some kind of it's kind of like not a fairy exactly, but it'll be like something that like be a light in the night. You know what I mean? So
Oh,
you'll
what?
follow this light.
Okay.
It's like a light. You know what I mean? Like a ball of light or something like that in the woods or whatever else. So you
Isn't
like
that isn't that Saint Elmo's fire?
Oh, no. This
It's
is something
different.
else.
Okay,
I maybe I'm wrong. It'll, like, try and, like, trick you into thinking there's, like, towns or cities in certain directions.
I
So
see.
you'll, like, follow the lights, you know what I mean? And it'll, like, lead you off cliffs or
Mhm.
into water and stuff like that. It'll just basically make you get more lost. I forget what they're called exactly, but yeah,
Oh,
it's like a not like a malevolent spirit
mm,
thing, but again, it's like it's a mischievous spirit. And I think that's more of like a Native American thing too, but I'm not positive.
or or possibly you're just dying, so that's why you're
Yeah, it could
seeing
be
the
that
light.
too. It could be that. Yeah, I can't remember exactly what it is called. That's like a sort of I won't say that's a super commonly known one either. Um, those are the ones I grew up with, kind of though, more or less, stuff like that. That's the thing. Like Native American ones are like a big around here for urban legends for that are well known to me anyway. We got
Do
like standard like modern ones, but I don't know most of those.
do you have like monsters too that you talk about when you're young?
Yeah, we used to talk about like having this like a monster in like our lakes and stuff, kind of like the Loch Ness monster. There's like
No,
there's a couple
it
different. I
reached
can't
there.
remember those ones.
It reached
What?
there. The
No,
Loch
not
Ness monster reached there.
it's not the Loch Ness monster, but it's like supposed to be like it's like a similar story and stuff. It's kind of like it follows those like narrative lines and stuff. So there's like a monster in the lakes and instead of the lock. I can't remember those ones super well though. Those ones were kind of silly, because people would know. It's not like over there where you can like the thing could have snuck into the ocean or something like that. You can't. Once you're in the lake, it's yeah. I don't know. I think we have something like a kind of like a kappa too, but it's not a kappa. It's like a mountain lion with a old man's face,
Oh,
and it
really?
like drags you into the water and drowns you. Yeah, I can't remember
Does
what
it
that one's called either.
does it kill like just anyone, or is it specific to like someone or something?
I think that anyone that messes with it essentially sees it or whatever else, it'll drag into the lake and or drag into water essentially, not just the lake. I can't. God, I wish I could remember what that one's called. I used to have like a book of these, like so you like it had like artistic drawings of the different creatures too. So it was like like artistic renditions of them. Yeah, no, there's quite there's quite a few, but they're mostly again like they're more like the natives. They would talk about stuff like that and everything else, and then for modern legends, I'm like I can't think of any ones besides Bloody Mary right offhand, and that's the thing. There used to be one where like someone would call you. Actually, now that I think about it, they'd call you 3 times and they just hang up and hang up and hang up, and then you were supposed to like die or something or have bad luck
Or
for so long. Yeah,
that
it'd
that
be
will
like
not work here because most people don't have phones.
yeah, that might be true. Yeah.
Do you grew up in some superstitious beliefs?
Oh, not really. I knew like lots of like legends from other countries and stuff like that. So I always found them interesting, like mythology in general. I guess maybe like, like the salt over the shoulder or whatever. That's kind of like the most superstitious thing I think
The
that I
salt
ever dealt
in
with.
your shoulder?
Yeah, if you like spill the salt, it's supposed to be bad luck, I guess. So you're supposed
Oh,
to like put the salt over your shoulder to throw away the bad luck,
oh.
kind of. So when you spill the salt, you pick a little bit of the salt up and you throw it over your shoulder to
Uh, I,
reject the bad luck.
I just thought you're just dry aging your shoulder.
Yeah, no, you want some jerky, just peel it off later, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, it's
Like leave it there for months.
yeah, exactly. No, yeah, I don't know. I used to be kind of superstitious. I wouldn't like let people take my picture, but that's like a legend from other places.
Mm,
You know how like it steals your soul or whatever else. You never to let someone take your picture, so because it can steal, it takes your soul with it.
I
You ever
see.
heard that? That's like a
No,
pretty common one. I want to
but
say that's like from Africa, but I'm not positive. There's other
um,
places I think that
I
are
can
like
I
that,
can
like the
get your
Amazon.
we have this province here in the Philippines where I can use your picture and have you like, what do you call those things? Voodoo dolls. We have,
Yeah.
and then they will put
Voodoo
your
doll.
picture on the head of the voodoo doll, and then they will try to like stab you with the needle, and then you will
Yeah.
experience all of the pain.
I know what you're talking about. I think, for us, that's like Haiti and things like that have a lot of that.
Mhm.
There's voodoo practice here in America actually, even. So there'll be like they call them, they're just called witch doctors, I think still, but yeah, that we have that here in America actually too. But it's like mostly in like Florida and places maybe Georgia a little bit. So down south on the coast there where a lot of the people live. So we still have voodoo here even. It's pretty common actually. I mean not like pretty common, but like as far as like stuff like that goes, it's kind of common.
In other provinces here, actually, they still believe in those things. Sometimes when you get sick, actually, they would still go to those like folk people. What do you call them? Folk doctors.
Yeah, folk
And
doctors. We call them witch doctors. It's something different, but yeah.
they would still prefer to go to those kinds of people rather than go immediately to some medical professional. And so, I remember this actually. One time I went with my friend and her mother. Her mother is not feeling well, so she went to this folk doctor, and that folk doctor was um, like putting some leaves in her, arms, and then suddenly some like black rice, big stones would like come out from the leaves while
Yeah.
she wipes the leaves from her arms, which is so weird because I was like like trying to find out where all those things are coming from because
Yeah.
it's like magic. But
Yeah, I get what you're
after
saying.
that,
That's what I was
my
thinking this whole time.
my friend's mother felt better.
Hey man, if it works, it works, I guess. What sometimes they say the power of the mind, you know what I mean? Like you get they convince them that it's helping and it just helps, you know. God. Yeah, it's
But
pretty interesting, man.
it's so like weird for me because my friend and I are nurses, and her mother is also a nurse, and she like prefer going to that kind of person than going to a medical professional.
That's so odd, yeah, to be like a medical professional and then go to one of those preferring it and even yeah, that's a bit strange to me, honestly. So I don't know. I like the whole like I guess shaman is like kind of like the more nice term we have,
Yeah, that's true.
sort of. Yeah. So I like it. I think it's interesting. Like I'm not gonna not go to a shaman if like I'm not gonna pay a shaman probably. You know what I mean? But like I'd go to a shaman, go hang out and let them cast their stuff on me, do something to me, to like pull something out of my body or whatever else. We had stuff where like they would like pull frogs out of people and stuff like that for a while.
Oh, really?
I can't remember
Frogs?
how that
Like
yeah,
living
yeah,
frogs?
because
Oh, really?
I can't remember if it was like they'd pull the frogs out of people or they'd like say they pulled the spirits out of people and placed them in the frogs or what exactly. Something about the frogs were bad spirits, essentially, though. I don't
Oh,
know. I can't remember all the details of that one either. It's like a mysticism thing. I think that was like old Europe too, did that. I think with voodoo though, it still actually is a witch doctor. I think for them specifically, that's why we call them that. But I think that's actually what they're supposed to be because they're like they're actual witches or something. I can't remember how that works. They're not shamans or they're really witches. Shamans are like another kind of another thing for us. But yeah, it's I find it really fascinating and stuff, but it's not like something I get behind. I don't even go to a regular doctor most of the time, but like, yeah, I think I'd spend my money at a doctor before I go to a witch doctor or a shaman or folk healer or whatever else, just because, especially if I got like a bad injury, you know.
Or you can go to a priest
It's
so that
safer.
he can pray for it.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, so I'm
Pray,
not going to a
pray,
priest, so
pray
that's the
the pain
thing.
away.
No, no. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't go to a priest, so I'm not gonna go to those other things either. So I'll be alright. I'll either be alright or I'll go to the ER, you know what I mean, emergency room. So
Or
so
maybe
like
those like those pain were caused by some bad spirits, so they could like, or maybe the priest
if
could slap you so that the bad spirits would go out of your body.
maybe, man. If it were that simple, I would do it. I would totally would. I would go right to a priest or a shaman or whatever else and be like, yeah, just get the spirit out of me, man. I'm done with it. I need to be healed today. Please help me. Uh, but I don't think it works like that. Unfortunately, that'd be way easier. God, it's like if cancer, all cancer was just some deep, it would not be a problem at all. I don't think.
I'm just wondering
So,
what
go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
what's your stand
Okay.
with, like, people asking alms.
Oh, like poor people begging.
Yeah,
Is that what you
or
mean, right?
uh I don't know. Here in the Philippines, most of the people begging for alms doesn't look like poor people. Sometimes they would wear shirts and long sleeves, and I don't think they're really poor. And some people are asking for donations for their church. What do you think about them? Would you give them money if they're asking donations for your church, for their church?
I don't think. I don't think that that's. I mean, I get why people do it because even here it happens a little bit. It happens in a different way a lot of the time. I think that the people in the church need to provide for their church, you know what I mean, more or less. Like we have like, you if you're in a church, they have a basket, they pass a basket around in the church and that's how they do it, you know. It's we call it a tithe, like a
I
tithe or whatever. Yeah. So yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. So I'm not going on the streets to get tithes from people, you know what I mean? And I don't think that's like I don't think it's super acceptable. I mean, I think they should be allowed to probably do it, but, they shouldn't be, like, harassing people and stuff like that. No, I'm not super aligned with it. I think it's something that should happen within the church, you know what I mean?
see.
Honestly. So, like, people, like, asking within their church. If they're a part of the church, you shouldn't be, like, going outside and asking other people. Maybe you go outside and recruit people to come to your church or whatever else a little bit if you want more, but, otherwise, probably not. I think that's probably not the best. I'm not, like, against it, but I'm not really for it either, you know what I mean?
I see.
That's how I feel it kinda thing, you know? I think lots of people ask for donations, though, even, like, big, charities and whatever. Same thing to me, you know? Whether it's, like, the Red Cross or some guy's church, you know? Kinda like kinda the same thing to me. So, if they wanna do it, they can do it, but, I would do it within my church if I were gonna do that, I think.
Even with Red Cross, actually, sometimes I'm on the fence of donating something to them. Because when my mom was like, he had cancer and he's going to have a operation before. It was even so hard to like procure blood from their blood bank. So that's why sometimes I'm on the fence donating even to them, because you can't even get like the blood that you needed when you needed it the most. So it doesn't make sense when when you have something you're donating to them, but in the end when you needed it the most, they won't be even be helping you, and
Yeah,
it
I get what
won't
you're
be that
saying.
easy actually to get blood from them.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like it's like that's how I am about charities, man. It's like difficult just because that stuff happens a lot. It does really happen a lot, and it's like, why are we supporting these things if they're not benefiting us in any real way?
Mhm.
Actually, I think that's a problem with lots of charities. It's like, if I give you this, how much is this actually going to benefit me or society at large? Actually, and the equitable distribution of that is pretty hard to see a lot of the time. That's the thing. Like I go donate blood to Red Cross, and then I need it later. You know what I mean? Say I donate 8 liters, even. Like I go 8 times. I donate blood. Now all of a sudden I only need like one of those liters back because I'm hurt. How
Mhm.
do I? You know what I mean? And now I can't procure it. You know what I mean? Easily. So it is one of those things that I'm kind of like, I don't understand it. It doesn't make sense to me. But
And also, especially here in the Philippines, and when these people are asking for alms actually for their church, sometimes also you will be on the fence because most of these people are also scams. I think I have told you about this one also. So
yeah.
it's really hard actually. And imagine this, like for example, every Sunday they will be getting some donations from their, um, from the flock.
Hmm.
But I thought actually that Jesus taught us that these tithes are for the poor. But how does it happen when there are a lot of donations, but still I don't see any church helping the poor most of the time. There
Yeah.
will be still people around the streets, homeless people who are hungry that are not being helped by the church. So it's so
Exactly.
weird for me.
No, I know what you're saying. There's that we went on Publishone there. There's that like one church, and there's always those people sleeping on the doorstep of that church. I swear,
Yeah.
all the time. That one lady had like the 3 kids out there and everything else like that. We were all just sleeping there, and I
Yeah.
just every time I pass her, I'm just like, "What is this? Is this church doing anything? Like, you
Yeah.
got people sleeping, literally sleeping on your doorstep here." It's Yeah, I can't even wrap my head around it, man. Honestly, I really can't. So I don't get
Those were
involved in
the
stuff like
families
that.
where we gave those extra food that we haven't
Yeah.
finished, right?
Yep. That was That's the thing. I feel like we did a little bit more for them than the church has in a while, probably, which is kind of
Well,
just alarming, you know.
and,
But
and sometimes also most of the churches would not allow you actually to go inside the church if you're like homeless and you don't wear some clothes that are appropriate for church, which is so weird for me because
yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, why would you're there to talk to, like, be with God and see, like, you know what I mean? Feel His
yeah,
grace or whatever else, and you're telling someone they can't come in there, and you're
because they're
denying them God.
they're denying them because they're not wearing something appropriate for church, which is weird for
Yeah,
me. That's really weird for me, especially when I was growing up and going to church because my parents or like the older people would like tell us to wear appropriately. What if you don't have the money to buy appropriate clothes? You're not allowed to go to church.
exactly. Yeah, that's the thing. Jesus was, like, literally hung out with beggars and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Like, they talk about Jesus dealing with beggars and, like, poor people and
Yeah,
people with medical issues a lot, so it's like, for them to not be like, to do the same thing, like, what are you, better than Jesus, you know what I mean? Like, come on, dude. What's going on here for real? Um, yeah, I don't agree with it, I think it's wrong. But, hey, so next week at the same time or something, or
yeah, sure.
alright, I say my phone's dying right now, so I just
I know.
wanna, like, charge it. Or take it easy,
Just
man.
yeah, bye. Have a great day.
You too.